You are going to absolutely love this. I am excited to share it with you. This is affordable townhome styles, new construction in one of the highest demand master plan communities in all of the greater Phoenix area. I'm talking none other than Verrado. Verrado started building 22 years ago. The big draw for Verrado is the cuteness of the downtown Main Street area. It's like this Mayberry where everybody knows everybody. It's an amazing community. There is beautiful trees and walkways and parks and mountain views and trails and golf courses. There's events, there's festivals, there's car shows, there's art walks, there's Community Founders Day. There is this master clubhouse, amazing community pool. I could go on. Verrado is loved by thousands, and many people adore it and just wish they could be a homeowner, a resident in this area. I really feel like it's a different way of life than you'll find anywhere else in the entire greater Phoenix area. And I'm happy to say that there is a builder out there today, only 90 units. I feel like these are going to go like this. They have not even finished building the models are done. That's basically it. Let me share that with you. Let me start by first showing you where Verrado is and where the community is within Verrado. Verrado is located about 30 miles west, directly west on Interstate 10 from downtown Phoenix. Here's the thing, guys, though. I know it seems like afar from downtown Phoenix, but we don't spend a lot of time in downtown Phoenix unless you're going to one of the amazing games or a concert, or they have theater down there. It's kind of more of a destination. Like you don't actually hang out in downtown Phoenix. And the fact that it is kind of in the middle of the city, people drive 30, 40 minutes to get to downtown events on the weekends or in the evenings all the time. It's a different lifestyle living in the downtown district. When you live out here in the Phoenix area, you're really living in the burbs for the vast majority. And so you want to know what is within close proximity. Could I live in this area and still get the quality of life I'm looking for? Let's get back to that in a moment. I want to tell you more about this community, and then we'll talk about a little bit more about what the area has to offer. So this particular community that we're talking about is Verrado. We're right off Verrado Way and Interstate 10, right at the freeway exit right there on the south side of the freeway is your Costco. So for those of you who have to live within close proximity of Costco, no, it's right there. You're going to head north on Verrado Way, and about halfway to the absolute amazing Main Street, you're going to come across this particular community right at the corner of Verrado Way and Thomas Road. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the style of these homes, these are actually single family homes. The style of these homes are very much like townhomes. You are actually having two units that touch each other. This is like high density living in all the bigger other cities. We don't have it here. Like this is so unique. Leave it to Verrado and Richmond American to come up with this. So needless to say, these front porches, we have porches at these homes. There's a stoop, there's a cute little area. Now, normally when you're buying a single family home, I would always recommend to not buy on busy streets and power lines and cell towers and things like that. But one of the things I love about this community is some of the homes, the front stoop is going to be facing Thomas Road. Now, although you are going to have, an increased amount of traffic noise, you're also going to have more viewing enjoyment, if you know what I mean. Again, that high density living that you have in so many other cities, we just really don't have here. And I like this. Downtown Chandler, there's also a community somewhat like this, and it reminds me of this. And so it's kind of fun to live on the outskirts where it's busier, where you get to see cars drive by, you get to see people walk by, and the dogs and families and kids. And I can only imagine how fun this part of Verrado must be on Halloween. Although I have to say, Verrado as a whole comes to life for every holiday. If we drive around this particular little neighborhood, you're going to see the high density living already. These are independent single family homes though, with really small lots. So it has that close proximity, the high density, but it's not quite townhome style. But I still like the charm of it. I don't know if you guys do. I like, again, if this is the high density type of lifestyle that you're looking for, or easy for like second home buyers, people that just want to pop in for the amazing winter season that is upon us almost right now, this would be very ideal because there's really no yard to take care of. So let's dive into this community. The HOA for Verrado as a whole is $130 a month. This community has 90 units. And like I said, in my opinion, I would call them a townhouse style, but they are single family homes. There is one building, and then right down the middle of the building, there is this huge steel wall that will have 4-inch separation on each side. And there's going to be some additional soundproofing on the construction side on the inside of these homes. So it's kind of nice. And even that common wall is not really being shared where you would have noisy, although you're going to be right next door, but it's going to be insulated way more than apartments. Just saying, even more than condominiums. Again, single family home kind of elevates a certain thing. Here's the other thing. I was even wondering, I'm like, well, who's going to take care of the roof? Well, there's going to be literally one side belongs to one owner and the other side belongs to another owner. So when you get a new roof, which you're not going to need to for a long while, Richmond American actually has what they call a 50-year roof. They didn't offer that 20 years ago, but that's a new offering today. So roofers will probably see a decline in business in about 30 to 50 years. But in the meantime, you don't necessarily have to worry about that. It's going to be a shared cost, though. Same thing on the exterior of a home. If this was a true townhome, the HOA would be taking care of the exterior of the building. That's not the case for these homes. So that, again, that's what the difference is. And that's also what keeps the HOA at a lower cost, because usually, again, part of the reason why townhomes have a higher HOA is because there's a lot more maintenance required by the HOA. This is still a single family home. So you're responsible for your own paint job. You're responsible for your own insurance. You're responsible for your own roof. If that makes sense. I like it. All right. Every home has a front porch, and there is a rear entry 2-car garage. Again, very much like a townhome. All the kitchens, everything is already designed. There's no design center appointment. They have already been appointed by their designer, and they have, like, there's a gray and there's an earth tone. And what you see is what you get in these videos. In fact, let's take a look. There's 2 different floor plans. They're both very similar. One is called the Boston, one is called Chicago. Ironically, both cities that have the high density living. I have a favorite. So I would love to hear what you guys think of these floor plans. They're both approximately 1,500 square feet. One's like 1,500, one's like 1,520. They're 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. Let's take a look.
Okay, so these look like duplexes, but they are actually single family homes. I'm telling you, we don't have very many townhomes. We don't have very many duplex kind of things, but this is a single family home. Right between these homes, somewhere right here in the middle, there's actually a separation, 4-inch separation. It has a firewall, additional soundproofing to give you a little bit more privacy. But here's the front porch. All right, here's what you come into. So this is going to be a long and narrow, just like you would a townhouse kind of a concept. Love this though. For a single person, oh, this is all you really need, or a couple, a young couple. And if you don't want to have a whole lot of backyard to take care of, this is perfect. Just a little area. You know what? I would put a little water feature out there. There's some really cool water features. We have a range. Little tiny coffee place. Ooh, lots of water. You need that in Arizona. But you have a pantry. It feels like a townhouse. Super cute. Here's some really great storage. Yeah, I can get some good stuff in there underneath. 2-story. We have a powder room. So everything you see in here comes with the price, which we're going to save for the end of the video. You got to stay tuned. This is when people say they want affordable housing. These are some great new options that Arizona's introducing to the market. This is a big, ginormous closet. You could do something serious with that. Put a body in there.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Kidding. Okay, we have a hall bath. And, oh, stackable washer and dryer. But it is called a single family home in Arizona. So you're gonna have that shared wall, but the roof, even though it's half is yours and half is the other, they each are going to be maintained kind of like a common wall, like a fence. When a roof needs to be done, if it's on your side of the fence, you're going to pay for it. Sorry, not fence. Well, yeah, I guess it would be a fence too. But roof, if there's roof work that needs to be done. And the Richmond American, though, has a, get this, you guys, ready? 50-year warranty. I said that, 50-year warranty.
Is that for real?
On their roof. So if you're buying the house today, chances are you're not going to be putting that new roof on. And that is the extent of this floor plan. Let's go check out the other one. Okay, so that was the Boston, and now we're going to go in the Chicago Urban Collection. See, you get it? You know, like again, these cities, Chicago and Boston, they have higher density than we do here in Arizona. Okay, this one feels a little wider. I like this. So you walk, but you walk into the kitchen versus the family room. But I like, for some reason, it just feels wider. I like this one. I don't know if that's the same size island or not. Yay, we have a pantry. We have ample cabinetry. We have, again, this is a different, I don't remember what the design color is. I'll have to get that for you. But it comes standard with these cabinets, with this flooring, with this countertop, with this brushed nickel, gas cooktop stove. Yes! I'm so loving the fact that all these builders are putting gas in their communities. Nice little patio right out there. You're really not going to be able to have a ginormous TV here, though. Do y'all see that? That's a pretty small TV. So if you're loving the 75-inch, yeah, that's going to be off-center. It's not going to work here. So although this is a single-family home, think of townhouse-style living. We have a powder room here for the downstairs. This would be the garage, which is the construction office right now. And we have some nice storage in here. I'll turn that on for the next visitor. Let's go check it out. Nice. Walk-in closet. Oh yeah, I could make my clothes fit in here. Perhaps. 2-sink, double sink, shower. If you are, I really do love Richmond American. I feel like they are one of the creative builders that we have here. They have RV garage homes in areas that really kind of commensurate that type of living. Here's an area where people want to live near like a downtown district area. This townhouse style is perfect for that. Something a little bit more affordable. Maybe a single mom or single dad that has one kid living with them and you want to have them in the Verrado environment and Verrado schools.
So they all come with a stainless steel appliance package, gas range. Oh my God, I'm so glad builders have brought gas back. I'll tell you, if there was a hiatus, I feel like for like 20 years, they weren't putting gas in new construction, and everybody that moves here from other parts of the country want gas cook stove. So that's what you get here. It comes with the refrigerator. There is also beautiful 42-inch uppers. I love that because some builders on their basic packages only include 36-inch uppers. I love that they're doing the 42-inch uppers. I'm telling you, their standard here has actually, it's an elevated level. They are all gorgeous with center island. There is quartz countertop, beautiful stone tile floors, and then there's carpet in the bedroom. I know that some people don't like that, but I'll be honest with you, 2 stories, it's tough having tile or even laminate upstairs. You constantly hear it, even with the soundboarding. So I would recommend that you at least wear out this carpet in the event that you want to put tile in down the road, or wood. That probably would be the best sound barrier out of all the flooring that I can think of. But I would say do that down the road. It's not an offering at this time with this builder. It comes with a side patio, which is great if you are just looking for a little outdoor space. To yourself. You also have your front patio. Remember, I mentioned that. And if you pick a unit that has something desirable to sit out front, I think you're going to be spending a lot of time on that front porch anyways. What a great way to meet all your neighbors too, right? I love this. Everybody has a tankless water heater. And although it's a true 2-car garage, you're not going to have a whole lot of extra room to put cabinets and everything. You can do some of the storage rack kind of things that kind of hang down. It depends, but there is a lot of room in this townhome style single family home. Here's the best part, guys, the price point. And wait, not just the price point, but what it's going to cost you. And what I mean by that is interest rates. Look, we all know over the last couple of years, we've seen a significant slowdown because interest rates went up. Thank goodness. It was insane out here a few years ago. Let's hope it doesn't ever return to that. But with the higher interest rates, there's been a lot of buyers that have been kind of sitting back on, on the sidelines. And let me tell you, when rates come down, it's probably going to get busy again. Here's the thing, guys, though, you don't have to wait for those interest rates to come down. Not only are the price points between $399 and $419, depending on which unit and which way it faces and where it's located within the community, this particular builder right now is offering, this is insane, 3.99 fixed rate mortgage rates. Now, that could change. It might just be an intro. It might just be a year-end thing. I don't know, but you know what you need to do is you need to call us. You need to call us whether this is the right fit for you or not. We have our ear to the ground. We are out there hustling and bustling, getting you the most updated information. If you're waiting for something like this and someone else told you it just doesn't happen, I'm a believer. I tell you, if it's not out there, we're going to find it for you. But you got to give us a call ahead of time, a year ahead of time, even 18 months. It's hard to talk about what the market's going to be like in 2 years, but we can at least get you ready for that move. We can talk about the journey and how to prepare for it, what to watch for. And I can sign you up for my monthly market updates that if you're not ready to buy, you can get that monthly private video sent directly to your email so that you know what's going on in the Phoenix market. And then when you're ready to buy, you can hit the ground running. Look, we are a professional relocation team. That's what we specialize in. And it's completely different than a regular real estate team. So we want to hear from you. This particular community, I just love. Let's talk a little bit more about, again, the proximity within Verrado, and then we'll expand. So this particular location, like I said, it's right across the street from the high school. And there are 3 of the 4 corners that are going to be commercial buildings, still yet to be built, but there's going to hopefully be maybe a little coffee shop or maybe a little a hair place, or who knows, coffee shops seem to be very abundant, but it would be really nice if there was one there. If it's not built, obviously, in the short time, you're going to be just a couple blocks up from the Verrado Marketplace. Verrado Marketplace is going to be, Target is going to be their anchor store, and they will start construction the beginning of 2025. Probably getting that store open by the end of 2025. And then they also have movie theaters and other large stores coming in. It is going to be a nice little walkable area. And in the cooler time of year, you can actually walk to the Verrado Marketplace. What a great place to grab a bite to eat, grab a movies. You can have a couple little cocktails and you don't have to worry about walking home. Or better yet, if you have a golf cart, this is the epitome of golf cart city, town, whatever you want to call it. Everybody is cruising around in the golf cart. They're saying hi. Everybody knows everybody. There are parks galore in this town. If you are not heading towards Interstate 10, where the marketplace is going to be, and there is right now, by the way, cold beer and cheeseburgers, one of my favorite places to watch the game, you're going to head up to Main Street. And Main Street has the coffee shop, taco shop, and everything else that is kind of known for Verrado is right here. We're talking car shows, we're talking farmers markets, we're talking festivals, Founders Day. This is also where the clubhouse is with the massive pool. And this is where you're going to go grab an amazing burger, steak. There's also a cute little grocery store right over here, kind of a grab and go. It's a smaller, but it is, I'm telling you, you feel like you're in Mayberry. If you are a golfer, there is not one, but there are 2 golf courses here. The first one is called Founders Club. That is a public golf course. And let me tell you, I love those townhomes as you're driving into the golf course community. And then as you're going up through the golf course itself on the public streets, we are talking some absolutely stunning multi-million-dollar custom homes. So if that's your cup of tea, you can still pick up lots here and do a custom build. You're looking in today's market for luxury custom builds about 500-ish a square foot. That would be in addition to the lot acquisition. And lots vary depending on if they're on a green or if they're on a tee or if there's views or other. So if that's what you're looking for, give us a call. We've done a lot of that. We also, in Verrado as a whole, has been built for 22 years. There's approximately 15,000 homes already here. There will be at least 10,000 more. Is that not mind-blowing? It is insane how much more Verrado will continue to grow. You can start to see some of the new roads that they are adding and extending, and some of those dirt areas. Well, you can tell where they're going to. There's a whole lot. In fact, you know what? I'll show you this. This is kind of outdated already. It's a map. So the area that I'm talking about, just to give you this is like all of Verrado. And I know there's probably better pictures on here, but what I'm trying to show you, this is all what's built right now. Do you see all these gray areas? That is desert and that is future home sites. And it goes even further. Like they're going to have to print some new maps here really soon. There are so many new builds that are just acquiring more land right now. And so we're going to see, I believe, a bump in new construction in about a year's time. There are a few builders out there right now, most of which are going to be up against that mountain. So the prices are a lot higher. And that's why I was really excited to find this particular little tiny community for people that are looking for kind of that, again, second home buyer, entry level, single parent, someone that doesn't want to do yard work. Again, I really, maybe even a young professional, but they still want to live in that small town feel. That's what I really loved about this community. There is also an amazing restaurant at the very top. As you continue heading north and you go up towards the White Tank Mountains, that is Victory. Victory is a 55 plus community. Again, it's one of the most requested ones, but a lot of people are a little discouraged at the prices up there. Again, this is what I would call a luxury 55 plus community. There are some affordable new construction homes. There's a whole bunch of new builders also about ready to break ground in some of the Victory area. But what I want to point out to the general population, because this is not a 55 plus necessarily adult community video, as you drive up through the second golf course, which is called Victory, which will be eventually a private golf course. So if you're a golfer, you probably have about another 5 years that you can enjoy this golf course, because that's probably what it's going to take to sell all those memberships. The Victory community as a whole will have 3,000 homes when they're done, and they're at about 1,700, just to kind of let you know. So they're about halfway done. But as we go up the hill, it's kind of funny, up the hill, there is an amazing restaurant called The Vic. And it has amazing mountain views. So if you're looking for really nice dining, there is one close by, or you could pop on into town through the back road, if you would. You're going to take Indian School and you're going to head back into town east, if you would. And that is also an area where Verrado is extending. It used to only be within the city of Buckeye, but it also is now encroaching on Litchfield Park. So there are true areas that are part of Verrado that have a Litchfield Park address and not a Buckeye address, but they are part of Verrado. Here's another thing that a lot of people are doing to save a little bit of money. Not necessarily the home prices, but there are communities both on the east and the west side of Verrado that are not part of Verrado, but the close proximity, they still get to take advantage of many of the Verrado type of activities between golf and shopping and restaurants and events. They love that feel, but they're not paying the same, I wouldn't call a monthly cost, but overhead. I don't know if that's the right word either. Verrado, true Verrado, has what they call a CFD. That is a community facilities district. And the CFD is an additional amount of money that is tacked onto your property taxes. But let me tell you, when you hear the gripes of other Buckeye residents in other parts of Buckeye, where they're talking about their schools aren't getting the attention and they don't have the retail, they don't have the commerce, they don't have, again, road improvements and things like that. That's going on in the rest of Buckeye. That doesn't happen in Verrado because Verrado kind of takes care of itself. It does collect some extra money, but that money is going to good use. Here's the other cost that you will not necessarily feel when you're buying new construction because the builder will pay for it. If you're buying resale, it is a buyer fee and it's called a capital improvement fee. It is 0.65% of 1% of the purchase price. So it can be rather pricey. Now, as a buyer, if you're buying in resale, you can always ask the seller to help pay concessions where they just give you money towards closing costs, and that can offset that cost. That is a cost that you're not necessarily going to have in these other communities on the east and west side. So again, if you're really trying to make that dollar stretch, you've got to give us a call. Look at the inside research, the data, the knowledge that we have for you. You just got to give us a call and we'll have these one-on-one conversations so that you know exactly what you're getting into. Let's talk about entertainment outside of Verrado. Let's say you're looking for a little bit more. Maybe you're looking for a football game or more wine and dine, or you're looking for outdoor top golf, or you're looking for concerts, or how about an ice arena or outlet mall. Here's the thing, guys. You are only about a 20-25 minute drive away from Westgate. Westgate is definitely, in my opinion, for people that live in the West Valley, you're going to visit Westgate way more than you visit downtown Phoenix. Westgate really offers a ton of things. They also have a casino up this way. And like at the holidays, they have these light shows. They have a big one over there. They have the ice arena. They have a huge Dave and Buster's. Boy, I love the Dave and Buster's over there. It is an absolute blast. There's so many great things to do at Westgate, not to mention, I mentioned the Cardinals game. If you like football, you're going to love living that close. And you also have a wide variety of choices for spring training. Everything from Peoria Sports Complex to the Goodyear Sports Complex. You got a lot of stuff going on. Also freeway access. If you are trying to get to California, we're talking hop and a skip, by the way, 5.5 hours, but it's straight out to Interstate 10 on West. If you want to go up north, if you want to head to the mountains, if you love doing off-roading and things like that, you are going to love just popping right on over, probably on the backside of Indian School, head over to 303, and you are going to fly up north, catch that 303 to the 17, and you are going to head straight up north to Cottonwood and Payson, no, not Payson, sorry, Prescott and Prescott Valley and Chino Valley and Munns Park. I'm probably naming a whole bunch of places you've never even heard of. Flagstaff is probably more familiar with you. If you love outdoors, you're going to love living in Verrado. There are several different trails that are right on the White Tank Mountains that are literally, I feel like, in your backyard. In Verrado, these are open only to Verrado residents and their guests. So you're not going to have the heavy influx of people on these trails. And we are going to continue to see more and more people move there. And again, I would say that we'll probably see even more community amenities and commercial coming in over the next 2 to 5 years, now that they have quite the established residency, and it's also growing outside of Verrado. So if you are thinking that Verrado's out of your price point, you got to give us a call. Shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekend. Whether you're looking in Verrado or elsewhere, we want to hear from you if you are thinking about making the move to Phoenix. Thanks again. Chime in. Don't forget to watch my video last week, also on new construction, if you're looking for a single family home. See y'all soon. Bye.